I'm just calling in. My son is a second lieutenant in the Marine Corps. He's a communication strategy and operations officer. Messaged me this morning and told me he's standing on the WASP, and I said it's funny because I served on the WASP in 1994 with the second with MAG 26 out in North Carolina.
Wow. All right. So here's a little surprise for you, William.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. I think it's great that we got you to be able to call in. I think it's pretty crazy how we ended up here on the same spot, same flight deck, same hallways. I think it's just awesome to think about all the times I heard you talk about the Marine Corps and your service, and now I get to be around Marines myself and stand in the same places that you have.
I'd be lying if I told you I didn't have a little bit of goosebumps right now. That's just crazy.
Well, hey, I'm just going to step out of this. This is father-son time. Just between you two, nobody else is listening.
This is just, it's unreal. I mean, you know, I always wanted to be a Marine, and when my son, you know, decided that, you know, early in his life that he wanted to be a Marine, you know, you have that moment of pride that, kind of unexplainable, but then when you get to share a moment like this, that he's getting to walk the same halls, like he said, on the same flight deck that I was on almost 30 years ago, it's indescribable.
So, you know, actually, since you said indescribable, let's describe it a little bit. I want to go to you first, William. Talk about your experience walking those halls, walking the decks. You know, and what it was like then. And, you know, some things are universal, right? Knee knockers, still there. That hasn't changed.
Oh yeah.
Probably the same one. Did you ever take out a knee or an ankle?
Oh, yeah. I'm 6'3", so it's some of the passageways were a struggle. Because you have to duck and lift at the same time, and, you know, until you get that down. And the ladder wells were always fun.
Yeah, ladder wells are tough. I'll admit that, and I don't mind going up and down, but those ladder wells, and I mean, I just forgot your first name. I'm sorry. Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. All right, so he's done it. Did you do it?
I've been doing it. I've been up and down the ramps up to the flight decks more times than I can count today, and let me tell you, I mean, I'm young, but the knees, I can already start to feel it. You know, this ship, it gives as much as it likes to take, but it's pretty great. You know, one thing that really drove me to join, and I saw it from my dad, was the relationships he made with, you know, other Marines, whether he knew them or not. And I mean, even now being on the flight deck here, talking to Marines and sailors, I mean, that's what really it's all about. They're all just everyday Americans, human beings, and, you know, hearing their stories and where they come from and why they chose to do this. That's really what it's all about.
You know, William, this is awesome. I got to tell you, the few times, and actually more than a few, that it's happened on this show in different ways to get the generations, you know, and on board the same ship. This is very unique. This is not something that happens often. But yeah, this isn't all just serious. Some of it's fun. So let's get a little bit of your day, William. And you feel free to give fatherly advice. Like I said, it's just between the two of you and a few million people. But, you know, and then I want to hear from Ryan. I mean, you know, how long have you been on the WASP, Ryan?
So this is actually just my second day here. I've actually been working out of the Pentagon recently, but this is, you know, I'm on here and I'm kind of helping facilitate the Marine Corps and our messages and getting media out there and just kind of just general public interactions with Marines. You know, our main goal is just kind of like show the general public what Marines are, who they are, what the Marines can do for the American public, and kind of just lessen that civilian military divide. You know, we're all human beings. You know, the uniform doesn't differentiate us from everyday individuals. We just have a different job.
Yeah, there you go. You know, William, you really need to raise a son who's not such an underachiever. Just gonna throw that out there. Anyway, go ahead, William. Come on, give a little advice to your offspring here.
Just enjoy every moment. Enjoy every Marine from the top to the bottom. You know, because I've been out for close to 26 years now, and and I still reference my time in the Marine Corps and still miss it every day. You know, there's parts of my life, you know, having children is what led me to get out, but still miss it every day. So just relish these moments and enjoy every experience you get to have in there.
So Ryan, Dad put a lot on the table for you, man.
And I can definitely say that I have been. You know, you just meet so many different people in the military. I mean, not just the Marine Corps alone, but you meet people from all over the country, from different backgrounds, different like financial backgrounds, beliefs, and you know, it's nothing quite like the experiences you have together. I mean, when you're out in the field with all these individuals, and you know, everyone's tired and hungry and sleepy. You know, people will give up their last bit of like candy bar, or they'll actually take your shift so you can get some rest. And you know, those moments of just unselfishness and just kindness, that's really what builds a camaraderie. And I can say proudly that there isn't a person I've been aside or served with so far that I wouldn't be happy to have next to me on a battlefield.